"Hey, you, I'm so glad you were here." He hugged you. And in that moment, you had more power than you realized. Not the kind of power that manipulates, not a game or a strategy or something calculated in the half second before his arms went around you. The kind of power that comes from being completely, genuinely, unforgettably present in a moment most people sleepwalk through. Because here's what nobody tells you about hugs. They are memory-making events. Not the long ones, not the dramatic ones. The ones where something real passed between two people in a brief window of physical closeness minus, and both people felt it without being able to explain why. That feeling, that specific quality of being held by someone who was completely there, it stays for days, sometimes forever. And most people, minus most women minus, have no idea they have the ability to create it. They receive a hug and react. They don't respond. And the difference between those two things is the difference between a moment he forgets by morning and a moment he carries with him for the rest of his life. You've been physically present in hugs without being emotionally inside them. Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time you were truly, completely present in a hug? Not just standing inside one minus, but actually there, aware of the warmth, conscious of the weight of another person's arms, feeling something pass between you that had nothing to do with what came before or after. If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. Most of us move through physical contact on autopilot. We hug because it's what you do when you arrive somewhere or leave somewhere. Our arms go through the motions while our minds are already in the next moment, minus the conversation we need to have. The thing we just remembered, the way we look from the outside, and the tragedy of this is not just that we miss something beautiful, it's that the other person can feel our absence. Maybe not consciously, maybe not in a way they'd ever articulate. But in that quiet animal, beneath the word's way that the nervous system communicates truth, minus they register whether you were actually there or whether a version of you was there while the real you was somewhere else. The men who can't stop thinking about certain women, the connections that feel different minus electric, memorable, inexplicably significant. They almost always trace back to moments of genuine presence. Moments where one person was so fully there that the other person couldn't help but feel completely real in return. This video is about how to create those moments, starting with a hug. 1. Understand that a hug is never just a hug. This is the foundation, and it changes everything about how you approach physical closeness. A hug, at its most fundamental level, is a nervous system event. When two people embrace, their bodies exchange information that no conversation ever could. Heart rate, breath, tension, warmth, the quality of presence behind the arms. All of this is registered below the level of conscious thought and filed away as an emotional impression of the person. That impression minus the felt sense of what it was like to be held by someone minus is one of the most durable memories the human brain creates. Long after words are forgotten, the body remembers how someone felt to be near, which means every hug is an opportunity to leave a specific impression. Not through technique, through the quality of who you are in that moment. The question is never, what should I do with my arms? The question is, what kind of presence can I bring to this moment that will leave him feeling something he can't quite name, but also can't quite forget? 2. Arrive before your touch. This is the first and most important thing, minus, and it needs to happen before his arms even reach you. Most people are not present before a hug. They're in the conversation that's winding down, or the thought that just occurred to them, or the self-consciousness of knowing a physical moment is about to happen. And so the hug starts before they've actually arrived inside it. The response that stays on his mind begins with landing minus a conscious, deliberate settling into the present moment before physical contact is made. Take one real breath. Let your attention drop from your thoughts into your body. Feel where you are, minus your feet, your weight, the air around you. Let whatever was occupying your mind drain away from the surface. This takes 2 seconds. It is invisible to everyone watching, but it transforms the quality of what happens next in a way that is absolutely unmistakably felt. He doesn't hug someone who is half somewhere else. He hugs someone who is completely, specifically, entirely here, and the difference registers in his nervous system as something rare. 3. That let your body actually receive him here is where most women, minus without realizing it, minus create distance inside closeness. When someone reaches for a hug, many women engage their arms while keeping the rest of themselves slightly protected. The arms participate. The shoulders stay slightly elevated. The breath stays slightly held. The torso doesn't fully relax into the contact. It looks like a hug from the outside. It feels like a barrier from the inside. Receiving a hug fully minus genuinely. Physically, with your whole body, minus means letting the contact land. Letting your shoulders drop, letting your breath release, letting your body recognize that this is safe and respond accordingly. When you receive someone with your whole body rather than just your arms, they feel the difference in a way that is immediate and profound. It communicates minus in the language. The nervous system speaks most fluently. Minus, you are welcome here. I am not guarding myself against you. You are allowed to be close. That message delivered through a body rather than words creates a feeling of being deeply, specifically received. And that feeling is one of the rarest and most memorable things. One person can offer another 4. Breathe minus. Actually, genuinely breathe, this sounds almost too simple to mention, but it might be the single most powerful element of a truly present hug. Your breath tells the truth about where you are. If you're tense, your breath is shallow and held. If you're distracted, your breath is scattered and rapid. If you're truly present, minus truly relaxed in this moment with this person, minus your breath is slow, deep, and real. And here's the extraordinary thing. Breath is contagious. When one person in a close physical embrace breathes slowly and fully, the other person's nervous system follows. Her calm becomes his calm. Her presence deepens his presence. The quality of the moment shifts because one person chose to actually breathe inside it. When you're in a hug with him, breathe for real. Not performed slowness minus genuine. Full breath that comes from actually being settled in the moment. Let your exhale be complete. Let it release something. He will feel your breath against him. And he will feel something in himself relax that he didn't even know was tense. And that feeling minus that specific physical, almost cellular relaxation minus will be associated with you, with what it feels like to be near you. With the quality of presence you bring, that is the beginning of being unforgettable. 5. The hold minus what your arms actually communicate there is a version of hugging where the arms perform a gesture. They meet behind someone's back and apply sufficient pressure to qualify as an embrace. They complete the shape of a hug without communicating anything through the contact itself. And then there is the version where the arms hold with intention. Intention moving through arms is not about strength. It's about the quality of meaning behind the physical contact. It's the difference between arms that are going through a social motion and arms that are actually saying something minus I'm glad you're here. This moment matters. You matters. She cannot read your thoughts. He cannot read yours, but intention has a texture that is felt through touch in a way that is almost impossible to articulate and equally impossible to miss. When you hold him with the part of you that chose to be present in this interaction, with the warmth you actually feel for this person, with the genuine gladness minus however small or large minus that he exists and is close to you right now. That quality of intentional holding is what transforms physical contact into emotional memory. 6. The pause minus don't rush the ending. This is where most people lose the moment completely. They're in the hug. It's been good. And then minus either because they feel the natural end coming or because they're slightly uncomfortable with the intimacy. Minus they start exiting before the hug has finished. A slight pulling back of the torso, a loosening of the arms, the body signaling, I'm ready to move on while the hug is technically still happening. He feels this. Even if he doesn't know what he's feeling, he registers the shift. And the impression left is of a moment that ended slightly before it was ready to minus a presence that was there and then subtly retreated. Don't be the person who ends the hug in your mind before ending it in your body. Stay until it's actually over minus until the natural release happens without you anticipating it. Let the moment complete itself. And if you want to create something truly memorable, minus stay one breath longer than feels necessary. Not dramatically. Not long enough to be strange, just one full breath more than the automatic ending would have allowed. That one breath is the difference between a hug he moves past and a hug he thinks about on the drive home. 7. The moment after minus, this is where it becomes unforgettable here, is the part that almost nobody talks about minus, and it might be the most important part of all. The hug ends. You separate, and in the 2 or 3 seconds immediately after minus, before the conversation resumes, before either of you says anything, there is a window where everything that just passed between you is still open and present and affecting both of your nervous systems simultaneously. What you do in that window determines whether the hug becomes just a physical exchange or a moment he carries. Let your eyes find his. Not intensely, minus gently, with a softness that acknowledges what just happened without making it into a production. A quiet look that says that was real without requiring any words to say it. Maybe a small smile. Not the social smile, minus the real one. The one that comes from your eyes before it reaches your mouth. And then minus, this is crucial, minus, don't immediately fill the space with words. Let the silence hold the moment for one more breath before ordinary life resumes. That 2-second window, inhabited fully and honestly, is what converts a good hug into a memory. It's the seal on something that both of you will carry, even if neither of you ever discusses it. 8. Why this stays on his mind, minus the psychology of felt memory. Let's close the psychological loop, because understanding why this works makes you more able to bring it to every future interaction. The brain doesn't store every moment equally. It prioritizes memories that were emotionally significant minus moments where something was felt rather than simply experienced. And physical moments of genuine presence are among the most emotionally significant experiences available to us because they engage the body, the nervous system, and the emotional brain simultaneously. When all three are activated in the same moment, minus body, nervous system, emotional brain, minus the memory formed, is durable in a way that purely intellectual experiences never are. A hug where you were completely present creates exactly this kind of activation in him. He didn't just experience the hug intellectually, he felt it in his body, in his nervous system, in the part of his brain that processes connection and safety and being genuinely received by another person. And that felt memory minus the specific physical, emotional impression of what it was like to be held by you minus doesn't fade the way conversations fade. It lives in the body. It gets revisited without being consciously accessed. It shapes how he thinks about you without him understanding exactly why. He just knows that being near you felt like something rare, something he wants again. That is what presence creates, not technique, not strategy. Just you, fully inhabiting a moment that most people walk right through. 9. The truth about what makes someone unforgettable here is the thing that this entire video has been building toward, minus the thing I most want you to carry away from today. Unforgettable is not about being the most beautiful or the most interesting or the wittiest or the most accomplished. Unforgettable is about being the most present. In a world of people who are half somewhere else almost all the time, minus who are physically in a room while being mentally somewhere else entirely, minus the person who is completely, fully, warmly here, stands out with an immediacy that no physical attribute can compete with. He will forget impressive. He will forget beautiful eventually. He will not forget the way it felt to be completely received by someone, to be held by a person who is actually there. To exist for a few seconds as the most real thing in another person's world. That is what you offer when you respond to a hug with genuine presence, not a technique. Yourself minus your full, unhurried, genuinely there. Self minus in a moment most people let pass without inhabiting. Be there fully and watch what that does to every connection in your life. You have always been capable of this. The presence, the breath, the receiving, the pause, the 2-second window that turns a moment into a memory. None of this required learning something new. It required remembering something ancient, minus the capacity for genuine contact that every human being has, and most human beings have stopped accessing because the world got too fast and too loud and too full of things competing for the attention that intimacy needs. Slow down, arrive, breathe, hold, stay. That's the whole thing. That's all there is to it. And the man who feels it minus who holds you and discovers that you were genuinely, completely there. Minus will not be able to explain why you feel different from everyone else. He'll just know that you do, and he won't be able to stop thinking about it if something in. This video opens something in you, minus if it gave you language for a quality you've been trying to bring to your connections without knowing how, minus subscribe. Every week on this channel, we go into the real psychology of presence, intimacy, connection, and what it actually means to be fully alive in the moments that matter most. You deserve to live in those moments fully. Starting now,